Let's talk about overcompensating and the pain that comes from not knowing who you are. So, like everyone else, I have watched Overcompensating over the last week. It's crazy because I have been following Benito Skinner for like 5 years. I am a huge, huge fan. I specifically said one time somebody asked me to name 5 gay people that I liked, and I named him as like number one. Really excited to see his vision. And I think for me to like analyze it a little bit, it is very clear that this show sort of externalizes the pain of like not knowing who you are, right? Like the absolute Morris and like pain and miasma and fog of like struggling through your self confusion and like identity and your self identity, right? One thing that I found really, really interesting and delicious about the pairing of these two characters, at the end of one of the early episodes, he asks her, "Who were you in high school?" And she says, "No one. I was no one. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody saw me," right? And we later on see her make, I don't want to spoil, but like make incredibly bad decisions. And it's like there is a sort of human toll to like not understanding yourself and not knowing who you are, right? And obviously this is a TV show. They have to like again externalize it and show that there are consequences of lying and behaving badly and like really sort of swimming in the self-confusion. But I loved Carmen's storyline. I know she's getting a lot of hate right now, my queen, but I get it because it's like when you don't understand how to conceptualize yourself, identity is so important. When you don't understand how to conceptualize yourself, you don't understand how to show up in relationships, how to show up as a friend, how to be good or empathetic or kind to other people because you are not kind to yourself. Their friendship was so strong, and like my absolute favorite part, I love queer man, straight woman friendships. Like my own novel sort of deals with this dynamic, and it just is so, so, so fun and like exciting to watch. When it comes to Benny's storyline, we see they're each other's foil, right? We see that very, very similar thing where he is sort of internalizing his struggle and his pain because he doesn't get with Miles and all of this other stuff happens, but he's unable to like live his life out loud. As corny as that sounds, I'm sorry for being a millennial. As corny as that sounds, he's unable to like stand in his truth, stand 10 toes down and like speak about his identity freely. And it like eats him up and causes pain in his relationships. Like I said about Carmen, you cannot show up for yourself. You cannot be kind to yourself. You cannot love yourself, and you can't love other people, not to be RuPaul, but like you can't love other people if you can't speak to yourself. If you do not know who you are walking around in a fog, you're walking around with a wall in front of you. There will always be something separating you from other people because you can't connect on a very intimate human level. When you lie to yourself, you're also lying to other people because you are unable to sort of accept this thing about yourself, and it makes you show up inauthentically in every single relationship in your life. And I absolutely loved the way that the show portrayed this with this relationship and with their relationships with everyone else because they were both lost and they both sort of fucked everyone over because of it. Also, love, love, love Holmes as Hallie, my queen. I like she was very clearly written to be the queen of the show, and like they won, they succeeded. Also, for some reason, I didn't get a picture of Mary Beth Barone, but I'm a huge fan of hers. So shout out to her too as Grace. I loved her. I love the show. Make sure it comes back for season 2. This is not an ad. I watched it and I loved it.